Hi, UBQ here again. Today I'm going to talk about the RT-40 made by Retevis. You know, I was looking around and found this thing. This is the only, actually the first, and as far as I can tell, still the only digital DMR license-free radio on the market. It works on the FRS channels, so it's license-free. Customers don't have to go out there, and people don't have to go get a ham radio license or anything else with this thing. It is license-free, digital or analog. It's a DMR radio, which means it can also communicate with other DMR radios if they're on the same channels. A good example would be like the Motorola, the Tier 1s. It's got fixed frequencies on here. Got the channels. It's got fixed antennas, so it's not removable. It has you can put in there 48 different contacts. You know, it's got 3 groups with 16 channels each on this thing. Took this thing out yesterday. Was trialing it. Wanted to see how it was. See what kind of uses I could use this for. It didn't take long before I realized you can't even feel this thing. It is 5 ounces. Unbelievable. 5 ounces on this thing, which makes it, what, a third of a pound? It is so lightweight, it's almost ridiculous. And then we went out and tried the distance on it. I thought, okay, you know, it's an FRS radio, digital, let's kind of see what it is. We took it in this city where you have a lot of line-of-sight issues, and in doing so, we were about a little over a quarter mile apart, still getting crystal clear communication. Went out in the countryside where we didn't have so much of the line-of-sight issues other than some trees and things like that. And we were just over 1.5 miles apart. Again, crystal clear communication. Unbelievable. I don't know if you're all familiar with the digital radios as opposed to the analog, but once you've tried it, you will understand because it is so much more clear than an analog radio. It is really good. It's got, again, you change the channels.
2, 1.
It'll tell you which channel you're on and what you're doing. You've got the different buttons and everything else on the side. You've got the knobs up top. Everything right there. And again, so you take off the battery. It is just a nice, neat little small radio. The other thing that I got really excited about it when I was looking this up is the lone worker function. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but the lone worker function is one of these things that, you know, maybe it's with, you've got a worker out there that's a lone worker working at a site. Or maybe it's husband and wife, and one of them's not in the best of health, but they're out doing something around the house, or in the garden maybe. Or even with some of the children. Okay, you want to have your kids check in with you every so often. You can program in here how often you want that to be. 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you program in there, you can set that. If they have not pushed to talk and communicated within that time frame, it will send an alarm to the other radio and let them know you might need to check on them. So what you do the push to talk, you can call them. If they don't answer, then you know, hey, something may be up, I got to go physically check on them. And then depending on what you find, you may have to respond. And so, great feature to have. You know, if you're not familiar with that, there's a lot of great uses for that. Make sure when you're getting these that, again, you're asking for or you're getting the programming cable as well. You're not going to be able to program and change the channels, but there's a lot of other functions in here that you can program. And like I said, as far as I can tell, this is not only the first, but it is still the only license-free DMR radio on the market today. If you find another one, let me know about this thing. It has got a lot of powerful functions. It has, it's got a good, cheaper price, less expensive. I don't want to say cheaper price because you may think it's a cheap radio. This thing feels like it is really well made. And it is suitable for almost everybody that may use it. Doesn't matter whether it's personal use, matter whether it's business, this thing will fit the needs. Whether you're going between a couple of floors in a building, great radio to have. You know, but don't take my word for it. Do what I did. Get a pair, check it out for yourself. And then let me know. I will post a link down below to let you know where to find this. But after you've done that, leave your comments down below. Leave me your experiences of what you found out with this down below, you know, and on the site here. Folks, subscribe to our channel. And I can't tell you enough. Thanks for watching. 73s, KG5, UBQ.